What's up, welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with my 2025 Grammy predictions. I'm going to predict who I expect to win and who I would like to win in all of the general field categories, as well as the rap and pop genre categories, as well as a few others. Please leave a comment. Let me know who you would like to win in these categories, who you're rooting for. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's jump in, get through the big categories, and see what we expect to happen and all the key narratives, of which there are many. So we're going to jump right into the big kahuna, Album of the Year, of course, and I'll just go through the nominees quickly, and then we'll talk about who I expect is actually in real contention here. The nominees for Album of the Year are Andre 3000, Beyoncé, Sabrina Carpenter, Charlie XCX, Jacob Collier, Billie Eilish, Chappell, Roan, and Taylor Swift. Now, when you look at that category, you can immediately write off someone, and that would be Jacob Collier, because he wasn't nominated in a genre category, which is a big demerit, so to speak. Now, in terms of who's actually in contention here, of course, we have to talk about Taylor Swift, who has won this award 4 times. She would be the first 5-time winner if she did win Album of the Year for the Tortured Poets Department, and she'd be only the 3rd person to win Album of the Year back-to-back years as well, of course, previously winning for Midnights. It's also important to note that Billie Eilish and Andre 3000 are previous winners of Album of the Year. Of course, Andre back as a part of Outkast. And then I think the big talking point, of course, would be that this is Beyoncé and Taylor Swift's second head-to-head in Album of the Year after Taylor prevailed with Fearless over I Am Sasha Fierce, over a decade ago. And of course, since then, Beyoncé has gone 0 for 4 in total with Album of the Year, also losing to Beck, Adele, and Harry Styles. And I think that's kind of where a lot of this lies to me. I think Taylor Swift becoming the first 5-time Album of the Year winner before Beyoncé ever won once will be kind of absurd. And yes, is Cowboy Carter the best album Beyonce's ever made? No. But let's be real, neither were Midnights or the Tortured Poets Department from Taylor Swift's discography. So I think the fact that Beyonce also lost Renaissance to Harry Styles of all people, two Grammys ago, was a huge bummer. Losing Lemonade to Adele, also a big bummer. She's these really impactful, genre bending albums, and they keep losing. I don't think it can happen again. And I honestly think I honestly think Cowboy Carter's gonna win. That's my pick, and it's who I want to win. I think it's gonna be between her and Taylor. I don't know. Could Andre sneak through and win? I don't know. Also, it'd be foolish to not think about Billie Eilish, given how much of an awards darling she is. I'll go through more of her Grammy catalog, but I mean, shit, her and Phineas have won Best Original Song at the Oscars twice already, as well as all this Grammy love. So, don't write off Billie Eilish at all either, but I think Beyonce's finally going to get it done. Let's move on to Record of the Year. Of course, this is for the recording the whole song. Song of the Year is about the words, the songwriting. That's the key difference there. It's always hard to kind of parse it out, especially when a lot of the same songs are nominated both times. Either way, Record of the Year, the nominees are Now and Then by the Beatles, Texas Hold'em by Beyoncé, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter, 360 by Charlie XCX, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, Good Luck Babe by Chappell, Roan, and Fortnite by Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. So this is I think it's a harder one to necessarily nail down. Often is, I feel like. Billie Eilish has won this award twice before, which is crazy given her young age. And she would tie the record if she won it a 3rd time. She previously won for Bad Guy and Everything I Wanted. Fortnite, Taylor and Post, was not nominated in the pop duo category, pop duo performance. I think that really hurts that song in this field. The Beatles, the Beatles, interestingly, 0 for 4 in Record of the Year. And not only are they 0 for 4, obviously long ago, but they're 0 for 4 with 4 of their greatest songs ever. I Want to Hold Your Hand, Yesterday, Hey Jude, and Let It Be. It'd be pretty hilarious if they won it on their 5th try with a song Now and Then, which actually would only go to Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr due to George Harrison and John Lennon being dead for over 5 years. They can't actually win this award. It's just Grammy rules. Funny enough, though, the Beatles have won awards in more recent times. The Beatles actually beat Lemonade for Best Music Film, 8 years ago or so. That being said, I'm not picking the Beatles, but it's broadly plausible. That's why I just want to, bring that home. Funny enough, and I didn't realize this, Beyoncé is 0 for 9 in Record of the Year, despite being the winningest overall woman in Grammy history. She hasn't won Album of the Year or Record of the Year, but she has all those other dubs. I didn't quite realize it was that many times. I don't think she's going to win again for Texas Hold'em, though. I think this is Not Like Us. I think this is Kung Fu Kenny. I think Kendrick Lamar's going to get this done. Of course, GNX, the album, is not eligible this Grammy cycle. It came out late November. That'll be up next Grammys. But Not Like Us is still here as the earlier single. And I think that's the pick. Important though. The only rap song to win this category record of the year before was This Is America from Childish Gambino. Not Like Us is a significantly more popular and replayed song. That was the case the entire time. This Is America was not a monster hit per se, at least not to this degree. So I think it would kind of be a nice piece of history to have a rap song people actually bumped all the time win this category. It'd be nice. I also think Chappell Roan is in the mix here with Good Luck Babe. It's just, I don't know, there's something about Chappell Roan. I feel like she's going to win something big at the Grammys this year. She has a lot of awards, characteristics, And again, don't rule out Billie Eilish with Birds of a Feather. It would be foolish to ever really bet against her. Moving on to Song of the Year. Again, this is for the songwriting. The nominees are a bit different. We have a bar song by Shabuzi, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish, Die With a Smile, the Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars duet, Fortnite, Taylor Swift and Post Malone, Good Luck Babe, Chappell Roan, Not Like Us, Kendrick, Please 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 by Sabrina Carpenter, and Texas Hold'em by Beyoncé. So some repeats, some newer songs, and again, the people nominated are the writers in this time around. Song of the Year, Billie Eilish, also a 2-time winner, Bruno Mars, also a 2-time winner. Either one of them would become the first 3-time winner. Beyonce has won this category before with Single Ladies. She'd be the third 2-time woman winner, following Billie Eilish and Adele. And then Taylor Swift, interestingly, is 0 for 8 in Song of the Year, which I did not realize. Of course, we always talk about Taylor Swift's greatest strength being her songwriting. And despite all those Album of the Year wins, she's actually never won Song of the Year. It's kind of funny. Again, another thing I didn't quite realize. I would not be shocked if this splits the vote here, but I think it'd be foolish not to at least pick someone who's also up for Album of the Year. So, apologies to Shabuzi and Gaga and Bruno here. Again, we're going to write off Fortnite, given its weakness elsewhere. Maybe this is the one that goes to Good Luck Babe. Is Kendrick really going to win both of them? It's possible. Of course, he's a Grammy darling in the past, as we know. I think it's between those two. Again, Birds of a Feather, lurking. I'm going to go Good Luck Babe. We'll split Not Like Us and Good Luck Babe. Maybe I got those mixed up. I don't know. Let me know where you're feeling with this. Best New Artist. The nominees are Benson Boone, Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii, Karugabin, Ray, Chappell Roan, Shabuzi, and Teddy Swims. This is an interesting one because you usually don't see Best New Artist nominees that are also up for the big categories, but we have Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, and to a lesser degree, Shabuzi all up in this category. I think they're the only ones who actually can win. At the end of the day, I think it's really between Sabrina and Chappell Roan. Who is probably more of a celebrated artist overall, whole package? It's probably Chappell Roan, even though Sabrina had a bigger year. Either one's a worthy win. Doechii would be a great win as well. I'm expecting Doechii to get some rap category wins. That would be nice. So I'm going to go Chappell, but I would not be shocked if it's Sabrina. Also, the Grammys have thrown curveballs in this category before, and they pick significantly less famous people, when given the chance. Famously, Esperanza Spalding over Drake and Bieber, the most famous of them all. But it happens. So I would not be shocked if, anyone wins. You never can rule anyone out. Real quick with Producer of the Year, it's just notable, Jack Antonoff's not nominated this time after winning it the last 3 times in a row. This year, though, I think it's going to go to Dan Nigro for his work with Chappell Roan, previously recognized for his work with Olivia Rodrigo. He feels like a rising, significant producer, and I think that win seems really safe for him. Moving on to the pop genre categories, we have Best Pop Album, Pop Vocal Album. Nominees are Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Chappell Roan, and Taylor Swift. Loaded category for sure. Again, a little hard to be confident about where it's going, but Chappell, Billie, or Sabrina feels like where I would lean. Though Taylor could fucking run it up and win everything. I think the only one who's not probably in the mix here is Ariana, just because she missed out in the other bigger categories, even though I did like Eternal Sunshine. I think this is where Sabrina could win. Maybe Chappell wins the bigger stuff, as I said, and then Sabrina wins Pop Vocal Album. That's what I'm going to go with. But again, really hard to have any feel for it, given the strength. The other categories, we have Pop Solo Performance. You have Beyonce's Bodyguard, Sabrina's Espresso, Charlie's Apple, Billy's Birds of a Feather, and Chappell's Good Luck Babe. It's possible that Good Luck Babe like wins a few times and wins one of those. Same thing with Birds of a Feather, wherever that leans. But I'd not be shocked if Espresso wins. That definitely feels like a song that could win a genre category. Similarly, we have pop duo/group performance, Gracie Abrams and Taylor with Us, Levi Jeans, Beyonce and Post, Guess, Charlie and Billy, The Boy Is Mine by Ariana Grande with the Monica and Brandy sample, and then Die With a Smile, Gaga and Bruno. Another one, stacked category, I would not underrate Billy and Charlie with Guess. Even though that's not far from my favorite song off Brat, I would love that. I would love Billie Eilish's awards clout to get Charlie a Grammy dub. That would be really nice. So that's what I'm rooting for to happen, but I would not be shocked if Die With a Smile wins, given Gaga and Bruno, the power couple of that, duet there. But I'm going to root for Guess. We'll see what happens. And then again, I think Charlie will take something home. I expect her to win Best Dance/Electronic Album, where Brat is nominated against Fortet, Justice, Kaytranada, and Zed. I mean, Justice and Kaytranada winning that category would be nice. I really view Brat as more of a pop album generally, but I'm kind of happy she's away from the other big dogs there so she can win this. So I'd expect Brat to take it home, given it's the only album in those categories nominated for Album of the Year. Although I should note that that's never like a requirement. Like the Grammys do spread things out a little bit versus other award shows, so it's by no means a guarantee that just because you're nominated in the general field that you're going to win all your nominations in the genre stuff. Keep that in mind. Similarly, we have Best Dance Pop Recording, where I expect Charlie's Von Dutch to be the contender, but I'm also keeping my eye on Yes and by Ari, and of course L'amour de ma vie by Billie Eilish and Phineas. Again, never write off Billie. And then we have Best Dance/Electronic Recording, where we're nominees are Disclosure, Fortet, Fred Again, Justice and Tame Impala, Kaytranada, and Josh Gambino. That's a tough one again. Witchy, Kaytranada, and Gambino, strong. Neverender, Justice, and Tame Impala, strong. My pick, what I'm rooting for, would be Leave Me Alone by Fred Again and Baby Keem, but I really don't have a feel. I think it might be Witchy that ends up winning. Hard to say. Of course, I expect Country Album to go to Beyonce, nominated against Post Malone, Chris Stapleton, and a few others. Musica Urbana, I expect that to go to Bad Bunny. This, of course, would be for Nadia Sabe, his album from the end of 2023, not the new album that we just got in January 2025. It is annoying that Bad Bunny is not an Album of the Year once again, only finally getting there with Un Verano Sin Ti. He releases another album that's not quite as big, and we're going to jump him down while we nominate Jacob Collier for Album of the Year. Like, there's still more we can do with global music, and we'll see what happens in the future. And lastly, let's go to the rap categories. Best Rap Album, again, Kendrick not eligible yet for GNX. I'm not a big fan of the field overall. We have J. Cole for Might Delete Later, which is a ridiculous nomination given everything that happened with 7 Minute Drill. It's absurd. The Auditorium Volume 1 by Common and Pete Rock, Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii, The Death of Slim Shady Coup de Grace by Eminem, and We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. In reality, the only albums that are worth a damn in this category are Future and Doechii. Apologies to Common. Eminem wins this more often than not. I would not rule him out by any means. I think it should be Doechii. That made my top 10. That would be awesome. But we'll see. Hard to be confident that they do the right thing. But they do, have an older head lean the last, 5+ years. Remember Nas getting nominated and various other people. And Nas winning. Nas getting nominated again. Like, it makes sense that Common's there. I'm not surprised. But, it's just not my favorite category. It was also a weaker year for rap, all things considered, like rap albums, it is what it is. Best rap song? I mean, we can kind of cut to the chase. The Not Like Us from Kendrick Lamar's going to win this. Kendrick's also here again for Like That, with Future and Metro. Will be kind of interesting if he won for both. I love that Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign are here for Carnival with Rich the Kid off Vulture's One. I think that's kind of an awesome nom. I'm surprised that it happened. Glorilla here for Yeah Glow. It's been cool to see Glorilla really establish herself in the industry. But yeah, Not Like Us is going to take this one home. I think that one's pretty obvious. Similarly, I expect Not Like Us to win for Best Rap Performance. Doechii's also here for Nissan Altima, which would be a worthy win. Like That's here again. Let's not roll out Eminem for Houdini, though. But yeah, that's where I'm leaning. And then Melodic Rap Performance, where Kendrick is not participating. We have Kehlani by Jordan Atunji featuring Kehlani. Spaghetti by Beyonce featuring Linda Martell and Shabuzi, We Still Don't Trust You by Future, Metro, and The Weeknd, Big Mama by Lotto, and 3 a.m. by Rhapsody and Erykah Badu. Not a category with a ton of hits, to be honest. I don't have a great lean on that. Perhaps Beyonce wins it. Beyonce winning in rap would be kind of cool, but I don't have a strong take on it, to be honest. Let me know what you think. I'll be curious how much of those rap categories are actually telecast this year. You got to have Kendrick up there winning at least once, right? But a lot of times they hide these categories on the pre-show. We'll see. Best R&B album, I assume it's going to be Revenge by Mooney Long. It's not my favorite year for that either. Best progressive R&B album, probably a little bit more interesting. We have Childish Gambino, Kehlani, and No Worries, Anderson .Paak, and Knowledge all in the mix there. Probably Childish Gambino, but, again, hard to have a great feel. But yeah, that's my 2025 Grammy predictions. Of course, there's many other categories that are out there. Let me know, though. What did you think of these picks? What are your picks? Who do you want to see win? Who are you rooting for? What are you afraid will happen that you don't want to see happen? Let me know. And of course, make sure you come back after the Grammys happen, where I will be reacting to who did in fact win. Most of these big albums, I review them when they come out. So if you like music, stick around. We talk about the new albums as they happen. Other award shows, Oscars, Emmys, we talk about that too. But yeah, let me know what you think. And for more Grammy talk and music reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.